Good evening, I'm the intpwatcher, and tonight we're doing an analysis of why we have such white blanket skies in the UK right now. I'm on zoom.earth and we're looking at a day and a half ago, and what I want us to look at is the weather front which is coming in. Now, what's happened is we've got a hell of a lot of trails over the Celtic Sea. Okay, you can see that. It's pretty obvious. And it's pretty heavy spraying. I'm going to run this through as I'm looking at it. This is something I covered in a short that I posted on YouTube. Okay, so we've got that spraying over the Bay of Biscay, and we've got all these short, tiny little sprays as well as some long sprays. They are doing it in short intervals, and you will see it in the sky. Take some photos and show us, please. But what we've got is this massive amount of clouds coming in, and we can see quite clearly they are spraying on top of it. You can see these lines going all the way through it, which is why we have white clouds, a layer of white clouds above our cumulus clouds. You can see these lines coming straight across. Okay. So as it turns into night time, they are spraying like crazy on top of this weather front. You see there, all these little bits up there. So they're doing quite a lot really on top of the weather front. So this is quite new. They usually spray ahead of the cold fronts, and we now have, you see all these zigzag bits down here. They are now spraying on top of this weather front. You can see the lines there and the lines there. So I'm just looking through this now with you live, as I haven't looked at this before, so we can see what they're doing, which is why we have, oh look at that, straight across. So they're absolutely spraying on top of this weather front. And this is now, we're on the 18th, coming up to Wednesday. Well, that would be natural, wouldn't it? So we come to Wednesday, and we've got white skies in the white clouds in the sky, with cumulus underneath them. So you can see there, they're spraying underneath and on top of this weather front. Now, what on earth are they doing that for? What would be the reason? Look at that, all these little short, that one there, that one there, that one, that one, that one. These are all little tiny hits. Let's just take a look at this as it runs past. You can see them all. Now there's a lot of cirrostratus clouds in there. Let's just run this through. You start to see it a bit more. Lines there, lines there. Oh, they are heavily spraying this entire front. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. You can see all these lines here, these diagonals here. This is complete and utter spraying. This is why we have a milky sky above what are normal cumulus clouds. So they've made the sky milky white. I should go out and film it, really. I should have filmed it. So what is this weather front doing? So they're completely spraying in that weather front. They're spraying down on the front down here. This is today. So we've got a milky sky with some clouds underneath it, and they are completely spraying over this area. We can't really see it during the day. At night, it is so obvious. What are they doing? Why is it different than normal? They must be doing something different. Let's just watch this through. I'm looking at this area because they usually spray ahead of cold fronts, but they're doing something different today. So that's normal cirrostratus clouds there. What are they doing? It's something different. It's like maybe they're doing the opposite. Maybe they're trying to cause more rain this time by spraying actually on top of this cold front. Maybe they're going to make more rain. This is interesting. This is not something I've seen this year. Looking at it every day, I look at this. And they're spraying atop of this weather front. Like really are just pulling out the trails. Look at that. So you can barely see it, but they're just, there's hundreds of trails atop all of these clouds. What are they doing? They're spraying down here too. All these little tiny little trails, that's what they're doing. Look, just as an example, just that little tiny bit down there. All these little bits are planes that have just gone, just done a tiny little trail just for, I don't know, 30 miles, 20 miles. So that doesn't, you can't see it on the weather. So they're really trying to hide it, aren't they? You can't see it on these satellite images unless you know what you're looking for. And they really are trying their hardest to hide what they're doing. They're not doing very well though, because we're smarter than they are. They're just fucking idiots. So look at this. It's like they're encouraging the weather to be more rain. Is that what they've predicted potential flooding in the UK from rain? So maybe they're putting something more into the atmosphere to actually make it rain more. They want it now to rain. So instead of it being drought, look at that. Look at all those there. All those little lines comes from planes contrails. Every single one of those little straight lines. Oh, that's a great capture. Look at that. Look at that one. Ever so small. You can't really tell. Oh, look at all them. You can't really tell. What am I talking about? Of course you can tell. Look at that. And we're gonna get flooding now? Are we gonna get flooding now? I think so. So what is that? That's over London, Germany, Munich, France. Watch out, you're going to get flooding now, because they are spraying that like crazy. Look at those straight lines there. All over this weather front. Ooh. Oh, they are conniving, evil people. And they've predicted this. They knew they were going to do it. They planned what they were going to do. Let's see what happens with flooding anyway in the next couple of days, because this is very interesting.